Just a few words about our company. ABB is a Fortune 250 company in the power and automation technology group with more than $31 billion in revenue. We have about 100,000 employees in more than 100 countries around the globe, supported by a multi-vendor IT infrastructure. We find employees wasting time and losing focus as they have to switch between various applications and tools, impacting every aspect of the business. The ABB collaboration program started in 2008 with key objectives of improving work and process efficiency, ABB's competitive advantage, customer satisfaction, and information sharing. Collaboration hasn't just been a priority for the IS community, but it's been a top business priority. ABB CEO Joe Hogan himself wrote in a recent article that collaboration is not just what's overwhelmingly right for ABB, it's what is overwhelmingly right for our customers. One of our objectives was to help ABB to find out what ABB knows, and we realized that in order to help those who don't know to find those who do know, and to help those who do know to share what they do know, we need everybody to participate. We also realized that greater representation meant greater buy-in, which would ultimately mean greater participation. If we want to achieve a more collaborative social enterprise, we cannot afford to exclude anyone. We also realized that ABB is not a greenfield and that any new software and services must integrate into the existing landscape. We tried to use our strategic partners' standard offerings wherever possible. We follow the principle of buy before build, and we try to choose solutions that are transparent and flexible on the front end and allow governance on the back end. And rather than simply placing another set of tools on the user's desk, we need to consider lowering complexity and, if possible, cost. The program consists of 4 tightly integrated areas. My space is about me and my personal productivity. Team spaces focus on teams and teams work. Basic content management is the underlying layer which is responsible for hosting the content. And unified communication focusing on the convergence and integration of different types of communications. As I mentioned earlier, everyone is a stakeholder. So we built some generic use cases and persona profiles and tried to design the platform around typical end users, focusing on the way people and teams currently work and interact. Our typical users interact via email, which in our case is Lotus Notes, instant messaging, where we use SameTime, and MS Office. And we realized that in order to get everyone's buy-in and improve the way people work, we need to make use of these existing interfaces. In the MySpace era, we aim to provide the user with a personal portal whereby we can shift the focus from my inbox to my work. A portal where I can see my email, but I can also see the documents I'm working on, the people I'm working with, the tasks that are outstanding for me, the calendar entries, events that I'm to attend, all in one place. We wanted to offer the ability to quickly access team documents, and we wanted to establish a social professional directory service with professional information and availability. And while doing this, we wanted to offer integration wherever possible. We didn't want people to have to change the way they were working or necessarily the clients that they were working with. As I've mentioned, the most used client today is the email client, which for ABB is Lotus Notes. Now, we've implemented Microsoft SharePoint 2010 as ABB's collaboration platform. We were missing that natural integration between our email client and SharePoint. We are now bridging that gap by using Harmony for SharePoint, which is a killer app which helps us transform our email client into a social and collaboration workspace. One of the typical behaviors that we previously observed was that people would work on a document, they'd then send the document to multiple recipients for review as an attachment in an email. The reviewers would then detach that, work on the document locally, and then attach it and send it back to the same list of recipients for further review. The original creator of the document was then responsible for consolidating all of these changes into a master document. It was very difficult to keep track of the latest version of these documents and the changes within these documents. With Harmony, we can now easily share document links within an email instead of those attachments, so that all recipients know at all times where the latest version of that document is. We also get to save on the amount of storage used by attachments in emails. Another behavior that we observed was that because email correspondence forms such an important part of a project, that people were printing emails to PDF or copying them and pasting them into Word documents so that they could store these along with other project documentation. What Harmony does is it gives you the ability to simply drag and drop the email into the library where the rest of the documentation is kept. When doing so, you also get to keep the attachments in context of that email. One of the components of a team space is a team calendar, and if I belong to several team spaces, that means there are several calendars to follow. With Harmony, I can consolidate these various calendars into my personal email calendar, displaying different calendars in different colors if I so wish. I can also choose which of my personal calendar entries I'd like to share with any or all of the other team calendars. I can navigate document libraries without going to the Internet Explorer interface. I can rate the documents, I can use metadata and tags to quickly locate the documents, I can change the properties of the documents directly. I really have that direct interface now from my personal mail client to the document libraries. I also have a direct interface to the people directory, or you at ABB as we call it. I can identify and learn about my colleagues, I can do people searches, I can read more about the person who's last edited a document, or the person who's just sent me an email, or even the other recipients in the email. And I can jump directly to that person's profile to see more information about them as well. I can also connect with them through the various unified communication channels which may be available to me, for example, Instant Messenger. We do have a mixed Lotus Notes environment whereby we have both version 7 and version 8.5.x Lotus Notes clients. We're actively deploying Harmony to the 8.5 clients, while we've made a package available for self-installation for those using Lotus Notes version 7 but who wish to also benefit from the advantages that Harmony offers. We have various initiatives throughout the company based on our collaboration services, and we found that using Harmony can only support these initiatives. We plan to have additional collaboration components available over the next 12 months. In summary, ABB's global collaboration program is essential to sustaining the company's competitive advantage. The platform is designed around typical end users, making use of existing clients to bring everyone on board quickly, and we're receiving constant input for improvement. Harmony for SharePoint really is a killer app that transforms my email into my collaboration workspace, and it's really bridged the old way of working and the new way of working as such.